This video presentation of Fuse Science Inc. This is an OTCQB listed stock trading our ticker DROP. I think it is nice to notice that stock charts are starting to make the change over to OTC market listings. I'm wondering if they're going to continue to transition and actually show the tier, i.e. QB, QX, or a true pink listing. But all that aside, the stock has made a nice move from down here around 11 cents all the way up to more than double and hit about 25 cents. Had a pullback yesterday down 11.5%, 2.4 million shares traded. I just want to talk about what to look for in the future for this. If it pulls back, where to look for support levels, and if it pushes forward, where to look for the next resistance points. Now it's pretty safe to assume that we're going to see some awful strong uptrends, and that is indeed what's happening with the MACD. Stock actually hit a low in August of 7.5 cents, been uptrending ever since that point, so the indicator should show a pretty strong trend happening right now. Always interesting to note, the initial move came off a PPO ADX pinch. That's something that we regularly reference on bottom plays, and what we always talk about looking for afterwards, PPO trending back towards zero. The breakthrough zero is the bullish point. You see, that's when this stock made a stronger move. MFI is holding above 50 at this point. Sharp downturn with some selling pressure yesterday, people paying lower prices for the stock. Key point to look for is for the MFIs to hold over top of 50. Accumulation distribution, a lot of buying pressure recently. That's also shown in the Chaikin money flow. In the green, saying buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure over the last 20 periods. Followers of the CCI will be paying particular attention to the CCI breaking back down through 100. Per the rules of the CCI, that would be the sell point. The buy point, of course, is when it broke to the upside of 100 back here a few weeks ago. Full still holding on top of 50 shows there's still strong momentum in the play. And the tricks to gauge a trend, as expected, solid upward movement, indicating a strong trend in the stock. The RSIs, they're a gauge of momentum, but similar to other indicators, I want to see them hold over top of 50 to show that the momentum is being sustained in the play. Now with regards to the candles, I'll start at the bottom. Strong support level at 11 cents. See it held for several months. That old adage of buy on support would have played out very nicely. Catch the first run, and of course a large move on the second run. Now above that, I'd really define an area of support. The top end would be at around 16 cents, and it would run right down to around 14 cents. It was an old support level back in July, served as resistance as the stock was stuck in that bit of a channel for several months, and that would be a lower end I'd be looking for on this stock. I do see some additional support right in around 18 cents. That would be the high level that I'd be looking for, but if it did pull back deeper, I'd really want to see it hold 14, 15 cents, try and hold over top of the 50-day moving average, make a higher low off this 11 cent mark, and attempt to put together an upward trend from November going forward. So that would be the low end support I'd want to see. Ultimately, as I mentioned, if it did come all the way down, I'd expect support to be strong at 11 cents. But with this stock sitting up near 21 cents right now, my first focus would be on 18 cents, and lower end would be the 50-day moving average and an old resistance point around 14, 15 cents. Now to the upside, it does have some immediate resistance there at 25 cents that it couldn't seem to push through over the last couple days. But above that, I don't see resistance really starting to get strong until up around 31, 32 cents. So there's still a pretty nice upside if it can bust through this 25-cent resistance point. I think it's important to note the stock's starting to take on a pretty bullish look, trading well above the 50-day moving average, which is now finally moving upward, also pushed above the 200-day moving average. And stocks that start to trend above those key moving averages are really taking on a bullish overall look. Now on any further retracement, when it does get near support levels, I want to see volume levels drying up to show that selling pressure is diminishing, profit taking from this run is running out of steam, and then on any move back up off of that support level, that's when I want to see volume levels pick back up to try and gather some momentum to push higher towards the upper end resistance points. Those are the things that I'd be looking for in the DROP chart, but as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.